we will discuss about different laws of Mendel. That is first law, law of dominance. Now what is law of dominance? In this law, Mendel shows that the gene consists of two alleles and both are having different type of character or same type of character. If a gene having both the alleles same type, then it is known as homozygous, and if it is of different type, then it is known as heterozygous. Now these and the genes are known as factors according to Mendel. He has given the term factors for gene and discuss the inheritance of single gene. That means one pair of character, which is how it is moving and how it is affecting the genotype as well as phenotype, that we'll see here. Now the law of dominance means when the gene has two alleles, we are knowing. So when the one of the allele having the character which is dominant character and one of the allele have the recessive character. For example, we are taking the this character, that is height of the stem of the Pisum sativum plant. Now T, capital T is taken for tallness, T, and small t for dwarfness. That means the contrasting character is there which is controlled by these two alleles. Now in presence of capital T, which is dominant character, will be not exposed or not expressed in presence of capital T because it is dominant, and small t will not express itself, its character will be hidden, and that is known as law of dominance. We will discuss it through this. Now you can see here we have taken, or Mendel has taken two plants, that is one plant which is pure tall and other plant which is pure dwarf as the parents. Now he had allowed these two for formation of the gametes. Now we will circle the gametes in this way. So because we are knowing that half number of chromosome only enters into the gametes, that's why the single T will come here. So it is that this gamete is coming from the pure tall plant and this is from the pure dwarf plant. When it is allowed to fuse or cross, then the F1 generation, the offspring of the F1 generation have this type of genotype, that is capital T, small t. So its genotype is, it is hybrid tall, but it will appear tall only. That's why he had told that in presence of capital T, dominant character, dominant allele, the recessive allele couldn't express itself. That is in F1 generation or first filial generation. So it shows the law of dominance. Now here we will discuss about law of segregation, which is the second law. By this only, now after this first filial generation, the two offsprings of this first filial generation only are taken as the parents here, and that because they are only allowed for cross and they are used as parents, that's why it is known as selfing. So selfing is allowed here, and you can see the TT, capital T, small t, its genotype, because both of these entities or the parents are taken from the first filial generation. Now after this selfing, you can see here these are the gametes which are formed by this plant, and these are the one is taken as a male plant and one as the female plant. So these two type of this alleles, the gametes are formed. Now through this checkerboard we can see how these alleles will express themselves. So T, capital T, that means then this is the pure tall, then small t, capital T, small t, capital T. That means these are two hybrid tall. They will appear tall in their phenotype, but they are not pure tall. And one is here small t, that means these are this plant is totally dwarf. So you can see the ratio here, capital T, one capital T, one small t, and two small t. So this one plant is pure tall, these two are the hybrid tall, and this is the pure dwarf. So 1:2:1 ratio, this is known as the genotypic ratio. And but phenotypically it is 3 are tall and 1 is only dwarf, and that's why it is known as 3:1. So the phenotypic ratio is 3:1 and genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. These ratios are known as monohybrid ratio because, and this cross is known as monohybrid cross because only one pair of character is taken into account at the single time. Now we can see here that law of dominance and law of segregation can be explained through this inheritance of single gene. Here you can see the law of segregation and law of independent assortment, which is written in the language form. In this figure we can see the first law, that is law of dominance. Here Mendel has given the first law of dominance. According to him, the tall character, that means the dominant character, will hide the character of the recessive allele. That means although the gametes were formed and both the gametes come together in the F1 generation, but the offspring was tall and the character of dwarfness is hidden by the tall character or the dominant character. This figure is showing the second law of Mendel, that is law of segregation. Segregation means separation. Here during gamete formation in F1 generation, both the gametes, that alleles, were separated and enter independently inside the gamete and they fuse. So it is done in the selfing, that means both the parents are coming from the F1 generation. We can see here three types of offsprings are there. One is purely tall, that will appear tall. Here these two are although having the recessive character, but they are their phenotype is like dominant one. So three plants are tall and only one having the two small t, that means the recessive alleles, only appears as the recessive allele is appearing, or you can say the expressing here only. That means during the gamete formation, the gametes are segregated, separated. They enter into the gamete and whenever they get chance, they will express themselves. So we have discussed earlier about the first law of dominance, then second law of segregation, and third law will start. Before that, first law, that means law of dominance, that is when one allele is dominant and it will not allowed to express the recessive allele in presence of it. The second one, when the two alleles are present, then we can see in the first filial generation, though both type of alleles were there, that means the gene was heterozygous. In that condition, we saw that at the end we got one of the plant which was totally recessive in character. That means during the gamete formation, the segregation occurs, that is separation of the alleles occurs, and that's why it is known as law of segregation, and the recessive allele also enters into the this gamete and it will express itself whenever it gets chance. Now the third law, that is law of independent assortment, that will discuss through inheritance of double gene, that is when we are considering two pair of characters at a time. Again Mendel took the two pair of characters, that is shape of the seed and color of the seed in the plant, that is Pisum sativum. Now the shape of the seed is round and wrinkled, where round is the dominant character and wrinkled is the recessive character, which is written at small r and this is capital R. Now the symbol for seed color, that is yellow and green. Yellow is dominant, that's why capital Y is taken, and a small y is taken for the recessive, that is green color. Then two pair of characters are taken in a single parent, and now these two parents are used for this testing of this law of independent assortment. The parents are, this parent is purely round and yellow, and this parent is totally green and wrinkled. Now they are allowed to produce the gametes. Gametes are, here the pure gamete is, that is round and yellow, because it is 4, that the half number of chromosome will enter in the gamete, that's why R white, and here again a small r, small y. Now they are allowed to fuse or cross in the first filial generation, and the offspring was capital R, capital Y, small y. Although it was in appearance or in phenotype it was round and yellow, but you can see here that it is heterozygous condition. It is not pure lines or homozygous condition. Now these two plants, the two plants of this first filial generation only, are allowed for the second generation by the process of selfing, and they are producing the gametes. The four types of gametes are produced by both type of parents. One is capital R capital Y, then capital R small y, then a small r capital Y, and a small y small r. In this way, about 4, that is 8 gametes are produced, which are used for showing the second filial generation by through the checkerboard that we'll discuss in the figure. Now at the end we will see that in F2 generation we are getting two ratios, phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio. Genotypic ratio is 1:2:2:1 4 1:2:2:1, and the phenotypic ratio is 9:3:3:1. Here 9 is round and yellow, then 3 is round and green, then 3 is wrinkled and yellow, and 1 is round wrinkled and green. So you can see here that wrinkled and green again expressed itself. That means although there are so many characters are present, so many alleles are there, but all these alleles, they independently assorted themselves. That means they separated themselves, segregated themselves, and whenever they got chance, they proved themselves, they expressed themselves. That's why it is known as law of independent assortment, that we are discussing through the inheritance of double gene. In this figure, we can see the explanation of the third law of Mendel. Third law of heredity. Here we can see at a time two pair of characters are taken into account. They are considered, that is round as well as yellow. The shape of the seed is round, which is dominating over wrinkled, and color, yellow color, is dominating over green color. And in the gametes, the half number of allele enters, and in this figure we can see that Mendel has taken two pair of characters at a time for explaining the third Mendel's law, that is law of independent assortment. Here two pair of character, that is shape of the seed round, is dominating over wrinkled, and the color of the seed, that is yellow, is dominating over green. Now in the gamete, the half number of alleles entered, and in F1 generation all the offsprings were showing the dominating character, that is round as well as yellow, although the recessive allele is present. But after the selfing, that means when two plants of this F1 generation allowed to cross, that means they are behaving as the parent, then about 4 gametes were formed, and total number of offsprings he got, that is 16. 4 into 4, that is 16. And the result was 9:3:3:1. 9 is round and yellow, that is totally dominating, then round and green, and then 3, then wrinkled and yellow, that is 3, and wrinkled and green, that is totally like the recessive parent 1. That means the phenotype is 9:3:3:1. Although here genotype is different, that is 1:2:2:1, 4, then 1:2:2:1. So this is explained by the help of Punnett square. So we can see that although a big number of alleles are present, but they segregated, assorted during the gamete formation, and they behave independently without influencing by any other allele, and this is known as law of independent assortment. In this figure, we can see the summary of Mendel's law, that means all the three laws: law of dominance, law of segregation, law of independent assortment. and the parent crossed are here tall and short, here tall and tall, that means the selfing of the F1 generation, and here independent assortment, that is the first filial generation, both the parents are there, and the offsprings are in the F2 generation, here 100% tall. Then because law of dominance is there, here it is segregated and they gave the ratio, that is 3:1, 3 tall and 1 short. And in the independent assortment, that is dihybrid cross, here 9:3:3:1.